So why haven't you been canceled? Like, people aren't allowed to say what they think. You are.
I am uncancelable.
Why's that?
Because I don't give a And I'm not in bed with any big corporate things at the end of the day. There's nobody I'm beholden to, no record companies, no corporate interests, no nothing. And you can't cancel me. I love it when they try. I'm like, yeah, let's have some fun.
Why aren't there more artists like that?
Because they're in bed with record companies and, corporate deals and structures at every level. And, it's, and if someone finds a way to get me a little bit here and there, I'll find another way around it.
So that was shot on Kid Rock's farm, the entire world he's built for himself, one of the coolest worlds we've ever entered into. We left, but we kept a team of producers with cameras embedded with Kid Rock. We have an upcoming episode on his life, on the way he lives, which is an inspiration, we think, to everybody. He's on his ranch in Nashville right now. Tell us what we might expect once we see the raw video. Kid Rock, ladies and gentlemen. So our cameraman, I think Tom Fox, is in your house right now.
He is. Dude, stop. Testicle tanning. Come on. I mean, I haven't heard anything that good in a long time.
Open your mind, Bobby.
I'm starting a punk rock band, and it's called Testicle Tanning. That's the end of it.
I think you'll be massively successful. But, I mean, don't you think at this point, when so many of the therapies, the paths they've told us to take have turned out to be dead ends that have really hurt people, why wouldn't open-minded people seek new solutions?
I don't know what the hell's going on in this world. I'm not even sure if I understood that question, but some days I just want to stop this planet and let me off. Like, this dude's a girl, this dude doesn't know who he is, this dude's swimming with a like, it's just, I don't know what to make of it anymore. I'm glad I got my little world here and my friends and family and some great fans and can just kind of go through this. And, I'd like to say I laugh at it a lot, but man, some days, it's almost too serious to laugh. You're like, what the hell is this president doing?
No, I know it is.
It's just bananas.
So when you're about to head out on the road, I know that our guys will be with you as you do. What do you expect to find as you emerge from your world into broader America?
Oh, I expect to see the best of America. We always do it at places I show up to, do what I do, entertain people to the best of my ability. We always see just fun, hard working, beer drinking people. 40-hour-a-week people that work so hard, that spend their money to come see me. We put everything we got into it, like I'm sure everybody does. But I think we get the best of what America has to offer at my shows.
Well, we definitely got the best. I got to just be totally honest. I didn't think that my life would change by spending 2 days with Kid Rock, but it really did. I've been thinking about it ever since. You've really built something different. You've taken a different path, and we're grateful that you gave us a glimpse of it. And we're going to have a lot of Kid Rock in this documentary. Thank you. Kid Rock from Nashville. Appreciate it.
More Kid Rock, the more you piss people off. Keep at it.
Keep at it. Well, we are. We'll be back live from Fox Studio Lot here in LA after the break.
Who else will cover declining testosterone, cattle mutilations, and the Soros prosecutors destroying...
Back to the and the El Salvador moments that 13.
Yes, I do.
Now, a whole new season of them, Tucker Carlson Originals. Our team spent the last year traveling the country and the world, that is not an overstatement, to take a deeper look at the stories that are changing your life. We took cameras to gang-filled prisons in El Salvador. We interviewed victims of the domestic war on terror. We embedded with Kyle Rittenhouse during his show trial. Here's a look at some of the best moments that we collected from season 1.
Man fled southbound to the alley. Use caution over there.
Are you still in MS-13?
Yes, I do.
Now it is more dangerous to live in Chicago than to live in the South.
Citizens had no option but to defend their own lives.
They took away thousands of guns.
The helicopters have left Afghanistan, and now they've landed here at home. They've begun to fight a new enemy in a new war on terror.
I'm absolutely a political prisoner. What else could I be?
There aren't the consequences that there used to be.
I'm moving. I'm leaving the city.
There's a reason the world's creepiest NGOs hate Hungary.
Because the border's controlled, there's not a humanitarian disaster.
What if I wasn't alive, or what if I did let Mr. Rosenbaum steal my gun? It's those type of dreams.
Where's our federal government? Nobody's helping us out.
We're just so delighted you're a gun guy.
So we actually made a lot of material over a year, and we think it's good. You can see all of that, all those Tucker Carlson originals on foxnation.com. And as we said, a whole new season starting right now. You can sign up for a free trial at tuckercarlson.com. New episodes out every few weeks. Our goal in this is to bring you accurate and honest reporting on stories that everybody else ignores because they're too embarrassed or because there's a political imperative to shut up and not talk about it. That's it for us tonight. We will be back to you every weeknight, 8 p.m. on the Fox News Channel. In the meantime, have a wonderful night with the ones you love.
I love her too. Oh, look at this, a show. It's Friday. You know what that means. Kat's dealer is in the green room and using Ainsley Earhart's mirror. But it's also time for
CNN Death Clock Countdown.
Good work there. So, where to start? How's CNN Plus doing? Yeah, not good. What do you expect? It was based on a premise that people who like CNN would spend money on CNN Plus. Problem is, there are no people who like CNN. It's on at airports for the same reason there are uncomfortable chairs, to get you to leave. Everyone hates CNN, including people who work there, their relatives, their pets. One day, Brian Stelter came home to find his two cats, Crispy and Cream, had taken their own lives by ODing on catnip. On the TV, reliable sources. These days, working at CNN isn't something you brag about. It'd be like someone gloating that they're the executive chef at Bennigan's. Who would want anyone to know you work at CNN? Well, unless you're trying to pick up Bette Midler. That's how I got a hernia. Inside, the place has the vibe of a prison yard on lockdown after a 3-day race riot. Who knows who will shiv you next? My money is on Jeannie Most. Remember her?
No.
Oh, she was great. So how could you expect diehards to come to CNN Plus when they don't even have any die-softs? But maybe CNN execs figured viewers already had a lot of time for CNN Plus since they weren't watching CNN. That's pretty smart. Former Mediaite editor John Nicosia reports that tensions between some talent and producers are higher than Snoop eating a bag of Doritos on the roof of a dispensary. I've seen it. Yeah, I bet you have. Some are having daily breakdowns and threatening to walk. We won't name names. And it's because no one's watching. CNN paid out millions and in return are getting under 10,000 viewers. I did the math, and it depressed me. If I got paid what CNN talent got paid per viewer, I'd be living in a mansion made of smaller mansions, and inside each one, a Barbie dream house. So it's a media platform with under 10,000 people. For perspective, do you know what gets more than 10,000 people? YouTube channels on knitting get 100 times what CNN Plus is getting. YouTube channels on proper flossing, same thing. And it's just videos of people flossing. I can't get enough of it. Oh, man. If a dog took a crap and posted it on YouTube, it would do better and not get paid $1,000 per turd, unless Germans bought the network. So sadly, CNN staffers are bracing for layoffs and budget cuts, which to me sounds like a pretty big opportunity for Elon. While he's waiting on Twitter, he should scoop up CNN like the dog turd that it is and turn it into something useful, like a Jiffy Lube or a Buffalo Wild Wings, or maybe a channel that covers news instead of creating it. Think about that. What if CNN was a news channel? Ugh. But then what do they do with other recent hires, like Jamel Hill or Rex Chapman? One is a breathless race baiter, and the other tricks CNN into thinking he doesn't just steal videos on Twitter. I guess they go to headline news where the rest of their talent goes to die. They should call it headstone news. Then there's Stelter. I can't bear to lose him because he's giving me nonstop content. He's been my muse. His latest F-up? Sunday on Reliable Sources, he invited some professors on to discuss a study where Fox viewers were paid cash to watch CNN for 7 hours a week. Here's a picture of a Fox viewer from that experiment. It's funny. CNN now has to pay people to watch their crappy TV. CNN is your only choice if you lost the remote. But a funny thing happened in this segment, and it wasn't Stelter sneaking a bite of a calzone that he was hiding under his coat. Joshua Callow, a Yale professor, was invited on to discuss the study, and Stelter assumed he would bash Fox. Didn't go that way.
So, Josh, you all call this partisan coverage filtering. And basically, you're proving what we've sensed for a while, which is Fox viewers are in the dark about bad news for the GOP.
That's right. Really? Fox and CNN cover different issues, and Fox News predominantly covers